So, loser bracket quarterfinal, Moon versus email fans. I've been talking about this a bit. Moon always started to shine when he had time to prepare for his opponents. Like, this seems to be the perfect tournament for him. He has like several days to prepare. On WCA, of course, he had some time to prepare for his group stage, but it's not like a Jera Cup, an IFAN Cup, an Indra Cup, where you play one game after another and you can't really do anything. Or same for WCA, where they played the entire tournament, the entire playoff stage at one day. You play one game here, and then you're done for the day, and you can prepare for the upcoming opponent. And I think he will have some special stuff prepared here that we haven't seen in a long time. Yesterday, what did yesterday? No, 2 days ago versus Terra, he tried to do something fancy, some extraordinary creep routes that we've never seen before. And this is Romantic, an up-and-coming human player. We all joked about his performance at the WCA Pro Qualifier in China because it was kind of ridiculous how he played. But he's better. He eliminated TH, and Alice only fell to Fly in the group stage. Then lost against Remind, 2-1. That's not a shame. But Remind and Moon, the two best Night Elves of all time, they are back. Here are the picks and bans. Ban for Moon is Turtle Rock and LR. And Romantic vetoing Ancient Isles and Tarina Stand. Interesting not to veto Twisted, because this is, of course, Moon Meadows. So we are left with Twisted Meadows first, then Ancient Isles and... what is it? Echo Isles and... I don't know. We'll see. I didn't notice. So here's 4Dream on the left. Also a WCA admin. Very cool dude. Always tried to help us as good as he could. So one would say Moon is in general the better player here. But is he in shape today? Is he prepared? And what crazy stuff is Romantic playing here? A lot of questions remain to be answered in the GSC 2015. Here we go. The game starts on Twisted Meadows. In the upper left, we have from China, Romantic. And in the upper right, we don't have to introduce this guy. He is Moon in blue. So good. What a buzz he created when he came back from the army. He has a wife and a child now. So maybe he's not 100% focused on Warcraft, but if he spends like 3 weeks to play this tournament in Shanghai, then he is really, really dedicated to becoming the best player in the world again. We have an Archmage. We will have a Demon Hunter most likely. So this is the usual opening, which will then later result most likely in tanks, depending on how good he can pull off the expansion. Against Remind, we saw this as well. Oh, it's a Warden. Oh, Mr. Moon surprising us here. Okay. I was just about to say Romantic versus Remind. He tried to go for an early expansion. Remind immediately scouted it and was able to do heavy pressure to the expansion. It never really came up. So Romantic lost that grudge match in the end. But against the Warden, it's different. It definitely is a little different. Lord Lyot played a lot with Moon, practiced a lot with him. So maybe they had a session yesterday where the student of Remind and Moon taught his master a little bit how to control the best female hero of all Night Elves. Obviously, Laboratory Creep, he's losing his Water Elemental very early on. This could get punished pretty hard. Oh, Tome of Experience. And Belt of Giant Strength +6. This is an awesome drop for Romantic. Immediate level 2, level 2.5 basically. And the Belt of Giant Strength. Especially against the Warden. So good. She will pressure you with the Shadow Strike. And if you have some additional HP, this can carry you through the early game. Oh, Moon, very nice. Sneaky. Stole that Shadow Priest, lured the creeps away, and then, yeah, now he has some healing. Now he has Dispel available. Romantic will soon see that this is not a Demon Hunter, but this is the Warden that all the Chinese humans are so scared about. Everybody complained at Blizzard about the Warden. She's too strong. And yeah, we will see her might here on TM. It is, of course, again a best of 3. Everything in this playoffs is best of 3, except the grand final, where it's a best of 5 with the winner bracket winner leading 1-0. And the Warden is pretty aggressive right from the start. Like, no level 2 creep, no level 3 creep, nothing. Just wanted to do damage, damage, damage. Of course, she wants to find the Archmage, keeping him low. But the Shadow Priest is doing a good job at that as well. Just keeping the Archmage busy, preventing him from getting level 3 Water Elementals. And okay, Shadow Priest dead. Didn't heal that much, didn't dispel that much, but bought a lot of time. And that is still no expansion. Finally, he's calling the police. And what is Moon doing? He has double Engines of War. He's playing mass archers here, so far. Of course, he can always transition into Huntress Hall, Huntress, or later maybe an AP push. And it's slightly lagging here, but I think it will stabilize. Okay, natural expansion creep by Mr. Romantic. yAwS, of course, his #1 fan. Because it makes some sense. Oh, there's a Tome of Experience. Yeah, and the Warden catches it, so it's equaled up in terms of luck. And big creep spot for Moon right away. Romantic not losing this peasant. And yeah, completely uncontested this creep spot is. True Shot Aura, very nice. And immediate level 3. But he sells the True Shot Aura. Okay. Okay. Well, if you play archers, but later he will play bears though. But also dryads. I don't think I would sell it at this point. But if you can, like, counter expand with that money, if you can tech with that money, it's definitely worth selling it, I guess. So another Shadow Priest for Moon. He's really doing that great, and the Berserker as well. He doesn't have to creep this spot. He can just send them away. First Shadow Strike on the Archmage. The Archmage, I don't know if he has boots. I think so. And a very early Shredder. Okay, so that's what he bought with the True Shot Aura money. Oh, and the Shadow Strike, the Bell of Giant Strength will not be enough. I don't know if there's a shop. I have no idea if there's a shop for Romantic, and no, there's not. So the damage over time is still ticking. The Warden... there's the Archer. Will not be enough. Oh, the Shredder coming from above. And the Warden coming from the south. And down goes the Archmage. What a beautiful play by Moon. Sandwiching him here. And getting both items. Moon is playing tremendous on Twisted Meadows. Big invul potion. He got all the mercs. He got a very early Shredder. I think he stole them from Reprisal. From Romantic, right? From the upper laboratory. I'm not too sure. But this is the Moon we've all been waiting for. Of course, Romantic is no Infi, Yumiko, or TH. But this is kind of impressive. Almost level 4. The creep route is working exceptionally well. Of course, he had all the time in the world to do so. Getting 2 footmen, level 4. Wow. What a performance. And here is, of course, the counter expansion. And this is not the only expansion that I expect. despite having a Ring of Regeneration, despite having the Belt of Giant Strength, and despite having the boots, there's no chance for coming in. And the Shadow Strike, of course. Is there more mana? Yes, the Archmage will die for the second time. And this is another horrible, horrible, horrible early game for the Chinese human player. He looks so angry right now, but he always does. He's still on tier 1. He doesn't do like double barracks to defend this. There's so much DPS coming, not only from the Warden, but also from the Berserkers. And I think this game is a done deal. Well, we saw... Invis Potion. He's waiting for Romantic to buy the Archmage back. This is starting to become ridiculous. But no, he's reviving him at the altar. So that trick doesn't work. Another Mercenary. The Mercenary camp control of Moon is superb. Romantic does not give a single fuck about this. Only now getting the Blacksmith. Oh, here comes the Footman. Will he get it from the Tavern? Nah, no. It was almost finished here. But Moon is expecting this. Still. Expansion creep now for the Night Elf. Pretty easy. The Tree of Life can tank everything. And, yeah, the Archers will support. And this is, of course, more... Oh, Claws plus 9. More experience. Oh, there he found him. There he found the altar. There's a lot of mana. Okay, yAwS, I will. Lot of mana on the Warden. And come on. Reveal yourself. Oh, he kind of missed it. Here's the first Shadow Strike. And there is a claw on the Warden as well. Will he be able to save himself with a Zeppelin, maybe? Yeehaw! Okay, so this did not work as intended. Good preparation from Romantic. Yeah, very happy that the current Vice World Champion is willing to cast with me afterwards. So double Ancient... No, it's Mass Range. Ancient of Lore and the Ancient of Wind. So he wants to finish this Tome of Retraining, Blink, and Fan of Knives most likely. Since the Archmage is a little too strong for the Shadow Strike at this stage of the game. So yeah, Dryads and Talents. It's a good combo. Or maybe I can call you now. Because there's not so much going on. Würde ich jetzt schon callen? It's like a calm face here. Mass range, Sobi Mask on the level 5 one. This is an inventory that you only can dream of, but Runed Bracers as well. Runed Bracers as well. So Shadow Strike is basically useless. Okay. yAwS will join later. And here we go. Fan of Knives, Invo Potion, so no mana is drained. And 4 peasants dead already. And there's more death. Where that came from? 1, 2, 3, 4 peasants hit. And they will all die. The Warden is too fast. He can't save them in like burrows or whatever. And what an easy harass. But what a great execution. So Romantic sees the counter expansion, but this is what he had to expect. Of course he knows Moon. Of course he knows how he plays on TM. And that one Watt Elemental will definitely not be enough. I think Romantic is trying to buy time to get into the state of tanks again. But if there's one player familiar with mass lame tank games, it's definitely Moon. Okay, double Ancient of Lore now. Maybe the Ancient of Wind was just for one hippo, so he can counter the Zeppelin. The Zeppelin. And now that he's level 5 with his Warden, he can easily afford a Panda. There's so much time, and here we go. Blink, Fan of Knives again. Well, That's pretty neat. Oh, but the Fan of Knives. The area of effect. Just kills him. Poor dude. And here it's a drop. A drop from Romantic. Delaying the production of Moon like a bit. But if he buys time to creep his Panda, that's so important. Breath of Fire against tanks. And I really do expect tanks, since he played it so well against Remind. Then you need a high-level Panda. Moon. 1,700 lumber for him. Setting a trap with Muddy the Mud Golem and the Shredder. Yeah, Mass Towers, of course. Mountain King second, double Workshop. This is, of course, tanks, but what can you expect on TM? Ring of Protection plus... Okay, no. That was some other item drop. The economy of Romantic doesn't look too good, but here it is again. Long range blink, Fan of Knives. Tank lame versus Warden lame this is. But as long as it works, right? As long as it works. Staff of Silence against the Mountain King. Always a good choice. Well, it's not a choice, it's a drop. So. And the second expansion. And the third expansion. Oh no, it's just one, but it is the third expansion now, yeah. Level 6! Ultimate available Avatar of Vengeance. And he will shortly outmine his opponent. Because he has nothing to do against this. But if he gives Romantic too much time, we all know what happened to Remind, but that was Echo Isles. And on Echo Isles, it's your job to kill 1 expansion. On Twisted Meadows, it's your job to kill 3 expansions. Here comes the Warden and gets it! Catcast Gem of Health! Oh, Romantic must be so desperate. Here we go, and no chance for the level 1 hero. No chance at all. I think Moon plays it on par with Law Light so far in this very game. Of course, it's still another thing to play it against the big Chinese humans, but this one play is something else. He's already preparing for the tanks. Mass Engines of War. Even a Peril of Fatality now. So I think the Archmage is pretty safe from the Fan of Knives. And a big Potion of Mana. Level 4 already from the Panda. This creeping is doing him so good. In the meantime, the Warden can distract the human, can harass the economy, can kill the heroes, as we saw. And the Panda is just creeping and creeping and creeping and creeping at the same time. Oh, not dodging that bolt. A little disappointing. So Moon, of course, is trying to set up as many Engines of War at expansions and main base as he can. Oh, Flying Machines. Well, an even worse choice against the Panda. A well-leveled Panda. It's annoying, yes, but it can be countered, I feel. Maybe even with, I don't know, Hippos. Can work. Okay, of course he has the upgrade. Of course he does good damage with a lot of Flying Machines. But imagine 1 Breath of Fire, and he can't afford it. Like, he has 2 more expansions up. Here comes the Panda! But no mana, or what? There was mana. Oh, there was a perfect opportunity for a Breath of Fire. Don't really know why he didn't go for it. It's only a 1 upgrade on the Flying Machine, so the damage is not that dangerous. You see, the Engine of War now countering it with Engine Protectors as well, to have a little static defense against air as well. But apart from that, I don't see talents just yet. He will need the Fury Fire. Okay, I'm gonna call yAwS, since not much is happening here. Mr. Förster, so good to have you on the stream.
Hello, boys.
How's it
doing?
going? Hello?
What? Hello?
How is it going?
Pretty good on my side.
That
I
is nice.
cannot complain.
Okay, so you can hear me good now?
Yes, now I can hear you good.
Okay.
Before that you were pretty fucking loud. Now it's perfect.
Okay, I'm very sorry for being so loud, but what do you think of your main man Romantic so far?
Dude, he's my favorite player, of course. I'm cheering for him big time. And I think maybe he can turn it around. I'm not 100% sure about that, but it's not looking as dark as it could be. But if he's not getting a second expansion, he's definitely losing that game.
Yeah. The Warden is doing a great job harassing, as always. But of
fucking joke hero.
She's not as good against tanks, though.
Yeah, but look at this. Just jumping in the expansion, jumping in and out. And even without the anti-magic potion, he will jump in one more time. I'm not even sure. I guess he's not skilling the Avatar of Vengeance since it's not doing shit for him.
Yeah.
So he most likely will have level 3 Fan of Knife as well as level 3 Blink.
Yeah, I think so too.
I like the gyrocopter play. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, just a little more distraction, so you keep one hero away from the army or harassing or whatever. Moon still with 3 gold mines. Almost level 5 Panda. Flute again. Will sell it most likely. So, how much have you seen of this tournament so far?
Not that much. Yesterday I watched Fly A against Infi, and this was a really good game. Kind of surprised that Infi was able to turn it around on the third game, since Fly was performing really well. And what else did I see? I also thought that Terra completely destroyed Moon.
Yeah.
Since he has absolutely no idea about the new metagame of Undead. And yeah, this is all I've seen so far.
Okay. So the stream is lagging for me a bit, but it's stabilizing, I guess. Row of the Maggie for the Mountain King, and a nice Stonebolt. So this time the MK stays alive. First Hippogriffs and the tanks are rolling towards the expansions. A classic Moon game.
Yeah, it's kind of classic. He likes to play Twisted Meadows. He likes to go into the end game, heavy micro, or macro related games. That is really his strength. I'm not sure if I would take a game into the late game against him, since he's like so good at it. He's so familiar with everything that he has to do.
Yeah, multitasking, of course, one of his biggest strengths. He has bears now that can fight the tanks, but his multitasking needs to be on top. So far, the tank work is not really paying off so well for Romantic. We saw against Remind where he gathered like 16 tanks and sent it to the opponent's expansion.
Yeah, I saw that game as well on Equite. Yeah, I caught that one. It was fucking crazy. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible here because you have to take care of like 2 or 3 expansions at the same time. So it's a little different for Romantic to play this.
I'm not really sure if he's not using the Warden to kill all the workers all the time. The Fan of Knives is not paying off because he cannot chase down the heroes. I'm not sure if he should reskill or just make better use of his Warden. Just go into the peon lines, kill the workers in the main base, kill the workers in the expansion. There's already one worker in the gold line missing there for Romantic at his expansion, so he's not getting as much gold as he would like to get. He's still in no upkeep, so he's up to 2k gold and 1k wood. Maybe get a bunch of gyrocopters and creep the island expansion.
Do you think like a Panda would have been the better choice for Romantic as a second hero?
Nah, I don't think so. It's like pretty hard to get that Panda up, and against the Warden you want to have the Mountain King. Even though his Panda first hero on Echo Eyes was pretty sick, but I'm not so sure if the Panda second... Okay. You can play it, of course, since it's really good with the tanks against the Wisp. You can just Breath of Fire level 2 the Wisp with one hit, so it's pretty strong. But so far, I think Moon is just winning this game here if he's not making a crucial mistake.
Well, the main gold mine seems to be dry for the 5th race, and there's only 1 gold mine running at the moment. So Romantic is doing fairly good with this. The Archmage, of course, with the Rune Bracers, not that easy to kill. Now there's a Mountain King. That's a little easier for him. Of course, Dryad's slow all the time. There's a Paladin to heal, and there's a Town Portal. So he keeps all his heroes alive. And Moon
Yeah, but he's not expanding. This is kind of surprising. He's going for the attack all the time, trying to kill something there. Now he's using a Town Portal all of the sudden.
Well, he can afford it, just to be safe.
Yeah, but it's an investment. You just lose 360 gold. I'm not sure if you want to do that, since his gold count is not getting any higher. And if he's not getting the island expansions, I don't see him expanding on on the normal ground of Twisted Meadows, since the Panda is so strong already.
Yeah.
The Warden will just eat all the workers.
Okay, there
but
is
Moon
an
is
extension.
still not playing this up to like 100%. I think Lolite is playing this way better.
Yeah, he falls off with the Warden now, definitely. But his mid-game with Warden was exceptional, I think.
Yeah, but he really struggles. I think he got some, like... I always explain it like Warcraft is a puzzle, and I think he got a few missing pieces still to figure out, and yeah. Now the Warden goes to the island. This is pretty sick. Kind of expecting him to creep that.
I think I'm slightly ahead of you. Because, the Warden already harassing here, running away from the Mountain King. There's only the Town Portal and the Staff, but of course can be cancelled, the Staff, with Bolt and Bash.
Yeah, but Blink is like 10 mana, so he can dodge all spells, he can just escape from everywhere.
Still 2
I think the Panda is getting a Gyrocopter now, is getting a Zeppelin now, maybe, and then he will go to the island with his remaining forces as well.
Yeah, the creep didn't go as planned for the Chinese.
Yeah, and he can't do shit if the Warden just keeps harassing him. There's no chance that he's creeping that island.
Oh, Fan of Knife stealing 2 creeps here, but there's a Stormbolt. Is the damage enough? Nope. He would need like a second Mountain King against this.
Yeah, or the Stone Token.
Right. Indeed. Well, it's actually possible to find at the Red Drake.
Yeah. And he cannot steal the Red Drake with the Warden.
There it is.
Because it's magic immune.
I don't really know what item it is, because Chinese again. So... might be a Stone Token, might be something entirely different. So 5 bears now. They deal with the tanks pretty easy. But the expansion at the bottom right starting position is still not up. Panda has to staff out to protect his lower left expansion here. But there's so many Engines of War. That's pretty easy for him, I guess. So are you watching the Chinese stream or our stream?
Yeah, I'm watching the Chinese stream. But I think Moon could just get like a really sick Chimera army or something like that, and then just break the main base of your opponent.
Yeah.
If he's like on 2 gold mines, you know that the time is ticking for him, and he can easily handle all these tanks with Ancient of Wars and buy some Mud Golems, buy some Talents there to have Fury Fire against the tanks. But yeah, so far Romantic is distracting him a little bit, and Moon doesn't really know. He just wants to play it long term, not going for anything, going for crazy amount of expansion, but not going for the all-in kill on the main base. Mm-hmm. And he could kill, like I said he could kill the worker in the expansion and the main base all the time. Just get a anti-magic potion, jump in, 2 Fan of Knives, bam, everything is gone.
That's true. I think 2 running gold mines for Moon now again. A third one is being built in the upper right. And the army is getting stronger, but he gives Romantic the time to build an expansion at the island.
He doesn't have any money. He's investing everything into these defenses.
Yeah. So many Engines of War, so many Engine Protectors. And Romantic now in upkeep. Still 1,500 gold left for him. I think he can get this.
So it's so retarded that this game is still going on. It's like... He could also just crush that main base with his bear and panda, I think.
Yeah,
but the Gyrocopters and the tanks are 3-3 upgraded.
Yeah, he kinda missed the timing to kill Romantic early on.
Yeah, absolutely. And maybe he should add a third hero here. Like maybe a Dark Ranger, or maybe even the Keeper with the Tangle.
Okay, just to get hero kills. Whoa! What a breath of fire! All the gyros gone. And the tank will result in a level 6 panda. There we go. And the expansion is still up and running. 1, 2, 3, 4 gold mines now for Moon. And the main gold mine of Romantic is still up.
Yeah, he's mining there with one peon.
Ah, okay.
So I think he got or pulled the worker away whenever he goes over 50 supply. Since he was at 56 or I don't know, something like that, he went into upkeep and he was not willing to lose gold to that, since he knows that as soon as the expansion expires, the game is pretty much over if he's not getting a third or a fourth expansion.
Investing into 6 towers before even trying to put up the expansion. And these 3 tank goes here, definitely not enough. Moon is way too well prepared for that. He's not even able to uproot the tree here. Archmage level 5, of course level 6 with mass teleport can change the game around. Because he can always teleport to one expansion, kill it with a few tanks.
He got the big invo potion on his Mon King.
Well, definitely not over. So how did your celebration stream went a few days ago?
Yeah, we just had a little bit of fun, just exchanging a few stories from China.
Okay.
Talking about the nice experience we had during the tournament and stuff. So nothing fancy, nothing crazy.
Okay.
But I really miss a few Griffins. Like, Griffins are really good against uprooted Ancient of Wars. You can easily snipe them with 2 or 3 Griffins. I think there are barely any Hippogriffs in the air so far. So, but he's not willing to go into upkeep. He's not willing to lose gold. And since he's still committing, now the Panda ultimate is being popped, and I think he will try to force a Town Portal here. But as it looks like, the human will just retreat.
Yeah,
this was also kind of sloppy for Moon. Like,
no Cyclone, and now we see the Avatar of Vengeance in the upper left, completely destroying the economy line here. So finally we have the Warden ultimate and the Panda ultimate. That will of course support Moon a lot. That means no gold income for Romantic anymore, right?
Yeah, he's not expanding at the island yet.
He has the gold.
But he's losing the Avatar of Vengeance to the towers.
Yeah, it's a bit sloppy.
Are you fucking kidding me? I know that Moon is playing really good this game here, and a lot of people like him and give him a lot of credit for the past. But seriously, this game is not like his best game. If he's playing against Infi or TH, I guess he will get completely crushed.
Yeah. I think so too, but man, he's back for 1 month, so we can't expect the crazy mood stuff.
But he played like 500 games or 600 games.
Yeah.
So he should be up to speed, but what I also have to say is that the level of play increased a lot. Like, the player base is small, but the overall level of play increased a lot. Nice, I guess he saved all his peons with the Zeppelin. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But the Warden will just hang around and wait.
Yeah, finally he will go back to the harassment again. And looks like the tanks are not working anymore. Oh, okay, nice scout.
I think what Romantic could do a little bit better is to split his gyrocopters from his tanks. Just go in 2 different locations at the same time.
Attack at the same time.
So far, he's just attacking one spot, and this is pretty easy to defend. Nice, he pulled 2 workers.
So if you attack 2 bases at the same time, you kind of prevent the Warden from harassing because she's needed with the Orb of Venom.
Yeah, and right now he should even expand at like 2 or 3 locations at the same time. He should just free all the expansion and then expand at all the island expansion at once.
Yeah. I think he's trying to do that now, but it's kind of slow what he's doing here. In the same time, Moon, I think it's harassing at the upper left island.
And he has to pull the Archmage away if he kills the Red Drake.
Potion of Divinity. Okay, item.
So Mountain King level 5 would be really sick with like a shitload of items, but I don't see him transitioning into any kind of units. Wow, the big potion. Woohoo.
Oh, he's getting all the talents. Nice pickup here, but can he escape with the Zeppelin? It looks like it. The Dryads are too far away. Warden blinking in. Oh, he used the Town Portal to get away. But of course, no hero killed. All the units got away as well. So I think he's starting to build like a second group of gyros to be able to attack at multiple places.
Why is he town portaling? I didn't understand that. He could have easily just...
Yeah. I don't get it either.
Okay, whatever. Maybe he wanted to go into a different direction and force a town portal from him. Maybe this is going to work.
I think he portaled home and wanted to attack at the upper right. But Moon was well aware, immediately town portaling there as well.
Yeah, but he got like tons of Fury Fire on all his Gyrocopters, so they just know where he's going. But still, Romantic is also kind of famous for stretching games like to the, I don't know, almost 2 hour or 1 hour mark, even though it's like won after 15 or lost after 15 minutes. He's kind of famous for stretching the game like forever. I don't know how he's doing that. He just stays alive forever and is not dying. And on the other time, he's just like not winning the game. He's going for crazy tier 3 stuff against Night Elf with Knights, even though he could have won with a tier 2 push. Sometimes I don't really understand his thinking.
He's just the weirdest player in the current scene, I feel.
Yeah, and he's also going for this Tinker first against Night Elf. Sometimes it's really crazy.
Made no sense to me, but he will have his reasons.
I think he just hates Night Elf. I would love to meet him on WCA, but he was not coming. So.
Unfortunately, he didn't qualify. After a weird performance in the group stages. I think we casted that together. That's where your romantic hype started.
That's where my fantasies are coming from.
So we see the Panda Ultimate cannot do that much against the triple hero combo. Of course, you always have a disable. Of course, you always have a heal. So that makes it pretty easy to get away. Oh! There, say it! And there the Paladin goes down. Alright. So no healing anymore. Maybe time for the Warden to shine.
This was just sloppy.
I love your excitement here.
Yeah, this is just sloppy like, all over the place. Now he's even denying that Mud Golem.
And Moon is getting ready for the 4th expansion.
Yeah. And Romantic is spending all his money. I'm not sure on what, but he's spending it right now. He's down to 300 gold.
A lot of towers, of course. But I think there's something at the natural expansion that he did.
Yeah, there has to be unit production going down somewhere.
No.
Or he's just running out of money.
Yeah. Only one gold mine left for him. And of course, I'd say bad strategical play here by Romantic again.
Yeah, but it was not his game anymore to win. It was Rather Moon is making a crucial mistake and then falling apart, but this didn't happen. Usually what you want to do is like try to kill a lot of Moonwells with the tanks in the main base so that your opponent is supply capped on Bears and Riots, and then you transition into Mass Air, and he cannot switch his units because he's supply blocked. This is something that can sometimes work, but against a level 6 Warden and a level 7 Panda or something, even air units just get completely annihilated.
Yeah, the Panda is so good against everything.
Yeah.
Can't do that much. The Warden level 7.5, by the way.
Almost dying in the expansion.
Yeah. But I think he killed a lot again. So Moon is up at 3,400 gold. He can easily...
Do you know what the next map will be?
No. I think it's between Echo Isles and... I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna figure it out soon. 3.5k gold. The fuck.
So 2 Zeppelins at the expansion. He really wants to save this. Oh boy, the Paladin completely out of position. Now popping the potion or the Divine Shield. I'm not too sure. But yeah, the Cyclone... Where did he get... from the talents. I was just about to say where is the Cyclone coming from, but... Okay, saving that hero with the staff. Moon does not want to engage any further. Not diving in here. Almost a nice block with the bear, but failed at the end.
Should have cycled the Archmage, so then he cannot staff the Paladin.
I don't know if there's a staff on the Mountain King as well. Well, he could cyclone both.
But he can easily cyclone both heroes.
Yeah.
Whatsoever! The excitement is just... Oh, it's killing everything!
Well, this is what you get when you play mass expansions and tanks.
Yeah, but the Chinese players sometimes got like crazy approaches. It's also... for human players in general, Ancient Isles is a completely shitty map. Nobody would play Ancient Isles. But then we have Yumiko, and Yumiko is like, yeah, I play Ancient Isles because it's a bad map, but if I win that, I got 2 good maps for me.
Ah.
This was what happened throughout the WCA, because he then played Ancient Isles, and then afterwards he had like Tyrannostand and Echo Isles or something, so he got like two kind of human maps. And yeah, he's like, okay, I just play one bad map, but then I get two good maps for me
Okay.
out of that. And if he's able to win the bad map, it's even better for
It's,
him. If
yeah,
he's
it's
able to
super
win
easy.
Ancient Isles, he's
True.
like in a super good position. Maybe this is the same for Romantic, but I also think that Romantic likes Twisted Meadows because he
Yeah.
kind of feels that he's good on it.
Yeah.
But
the
yeah,
same.
I wouldn't recommend playing against Night Elf, but I don't know the map pool for sure of the tournament, so
I think it's a pretty
there's
basic.
also Amazonia in the pool.
Yeah. This could be the third map. I'm not too sure. But we see 5 Chimera Roosts from Moon. Corrosive Breath
Yeah,
upgrade already.
finally the transition.
Yeah. And Romantic is building double Arcane Sanctum. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's trying to go for the heroes again. Fan of Knives. But there's a shop nearby, so you can always buy a potion. There's
But
mana.
Moon is not going for any kind of bad mana moves anymore, like when he
Oh.
played against Top. And he stole.
Stormbolt. One can just barely blink out. Sorry to interrupt you here.
No problem. Easy peasy. I know, Bolt.
Yeah, no Dark Ranger charm stuff. That's what you were referring to, I guess.
Yeah. Because he got a lot of hate for that.
Really?
Yeah, people hated him for that. Like, there are a lot of people that love him for that, but pro players and also a lot of people from the community hated him for just displaying how weak Todd was in that game. Because they thought it's like super fucking bad mana. Because it was also one of the games that were already over and he took one of the workers, expanded, and then he went to tanks or something. Like, I think he tagged the human maybe to tier 3. Yeah.
Possibly. He
So
did
it took like forever.
He did go for a Blood Mage as well.
Yeah, something like this. It's like, and a few people liked it a lot, and the other ones were like, "The fuck are you doing to Todd?"
So now in Reminiscence, I think the community still loves this game. It's like one of the most legendary games of all time. But yeah, of course, as a player, it's an entire different perspective.
Yeah. It's like same category that the Plunder Ides game, Grubby against Insomnia, I guess.
Why would you hate that game?
No, I mean like in terms of
in
like
terms of
being
legendary.
incredible, amazing.
Yeah, indeed.
One of the best games ever. To just get like 100 supply chimeras.
Yeah, I think he's just doing it, just waiting, pulling the engine protectors, pulling everything. He knows, okay, Romantic, you can do me no harm.
Not even sure why he got Bash on his Mountain King. I think Clap is a lot better. Now he's even pulling all the trees. Now it turns into Lord of the Rings.
The ants are marching. And yeah, he's playing priests now against Chimeras, a very questionable choice.
It's legit. It's romantic logic. It applies. It just applies. So how to counter this army?
Yeah.
I think I will need a few priests.
What can I do against big Chimera with magic damage?
But actually, if you have like 2 priests at every gold mine, the warden jumps in with Fan of Knives, maybe they can heal up all the workers in time.
They're too slow.
But I think he figured that one out way too late.
Yeah. Oh boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Engines of War.
Yeah,
11,
and a shitload
12.
of Ancient Protector.
This is cool to see. Moon really wants to end this now. And of course, with Corrosive Breath, with the range upgrade, the Chimeras will not take a single shot from the towers.
I would really like to hear what Moon is thinking right now. He's like in absolutely troll mode, I guess. He's like, I'm walking into his main base with 10,000 Ancient of Wars.
Who is this
Look at
noob?
me.
Stop annoying me.
Yeah,
I've
get out of this game.
Yeah, I have better things to do.
I have to get my Moon fans
Oh yeah, my
badge on me.
same. Okay, yeah, this is just a matter of time.
Yeah, in the end, it was a good display of how well he can handle early game situations. But we also saw that against 120, he was playing. His early game was like superb.
Yeah.
And then in the later stages, sometimes he just struggles a little bit. Of course, he went for a super safe play here. Leveling his Panda up is definitely the right choice. But he could have ended that game like way earlier, or just used his Warden like to a sicker extent.
Yeah, but I'm not really sure if he would have gone for the earlier kill back in his main days. Because I think he always played like this on TM.
Yeah, maybe the right call to play it just super safe in a tournament environment, but on the other hand, still his warden use was later stages, not a single anti-magic potion.
Yeah, he became a little
The
lazy.
harassment was not that great. He even got a Sobi mask, so he went to the 3-3 build without the ultimate at level 6. This is kind of telling the story of I want to be super aggressive and super painful, but he didn't do that. He was chasing heroes with Fan of Knife level 3, which is like not the recommended thing, I would call it.
Yeah,
But still, it's paying off. He's leading 1-0 in this series, and yeah.
Exactly. It's the loser bracket, so you don't want to do any stupid mistakes.
Yeah, but the Warden Harris is like super easy to control. It's not taking anything from you. And Loliot is like perfecting it, and we have seen sick displays of that skill.
Yeah. But I think that was just laziness.
Yeah, maybe he thought that he already got it in the bag.
Yeah. Booyah! Breath of Fire! Quad kill! And everything is lagging. Here we go. I think Romantic will lose everything. Of course, he has Inner Fire Griffins now. Maybe that can do something. Nope! GG by Romantic, and it's the 1-0 for the Moon. Did you talk to him, by the way, at WCA?
To Moon?
Yeah.
Just a few words.
Okay.
His English is not like he can talk a lot.
Yeah.
Like, really hard to communicate with him.
I think I have the feeling that he can speak okay English, but he doesn't feel comfortable.
Yeah, maybe he's just shy about it, or he's not practicing it all the time, so he's not like so confident.
It's the same with Sky. When I met him sober, he was not able to speak a single word of English, and when I met him drunk, his the confidence in his English got a lot better because he was drunk, and it was very, very, very good. Almost close to being perfect.
But this is always the same. If you're drunk, you can speak every language fluently. I remember that when I was in China, Korea, or like in Moscow, I could speak like Russian fluently, even though I don't speak a single word. Like, what the fuck? If you're drunk, you're just like turning into Superman at a certain point. And then you fall off. Like, that's... Moon is like, he's crying right now, since he's not satisfied with his performance so far.
Well, that's something I observed at WCA, that he always dries his eyes.
Yeah, maybe he got like some kind of issue there. But I also have seen a few more wet eyes at WCA.
That's
so people were literally crying next to me, and I was like, I didn't know how to respond to that.
It was like, your fault.
Yeah, it's like my fault, and he's like crying like really bad.
Like Yumiko?
Yeah. Oh. He was crying real bad. He was hitting the table and shit. He was really mad.
But I think as a player, you have to overcome those scenarios.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't pity them.
Like, you sit there, and all of a sudden, someone turns into like, I'm going to be really emotional right now.
Yeah. Especially from the Chinese, where we never really see so many emotions.
Yeah, but to be honest, I really like Yumiko. He was a fun guy. Really cool. One of the Chinese guys that respected the European players even before we performed.
Okay.
And he was also talking a lot with us. Like, he was fucking funny. I just like him.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. Definitely the nicest of the three human from China.
Yeah, definitely. Also, the Korean guys really got a spot in my heart. Like, focus, and of course, Lodiet. Yeah. Lodiet is such an amazing dude.
He stole me one of the PGL hoodies and the Golden League hoodie as well, and he will send them
to me. That's amazing. I'm so sad for him that the community actually dropped him out of that one tournament.
The community? What? Where?
Yeah, there was a community vote. Like, Loliot was should be supposed to advance from not the Gold Series, but the other one. The one that they had, like, on Christmas.
PGL.
Yeah, PGL. And he was dropped out by the community because the scores were in his favor and he would advance and Yumiko would have dropped out. And then they had a community vote. You can revive one player. Yeah, you can revive one player. And the community revived, of course, Chinese people. Because the vote goes out to Chinese people.
Obviously.
And, of course, they will have, like, advantage of being voted for as a Chinese person. So Yumiko got revived, and Lolliot lost his spot because of that.
That is ridiculous.
And then I talked to Lolliot about it, and he's like, "Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. No problem."
Yeah.
So he was not even pissed, but he got dropped out by a vote, and his performances were so good that he would have advanced. But the vote killed him.
ESL, what can you say?
Yeah, cool system, bros.
Yeah.
Cool system.
Okay, this is map number 2 as we expected it. It is yAwS, and in the upper left we see Romantic. In the upper right we see the legend Moon. And yeah, this is exactly what we saw against Remind.
Yeah, Remind, wow. This game was kinda... But we don't see a panda, so he's going for a normal hero, and this is not telling us that he's going for the panda. Not sure if this is good or bad news, but at least it's some news.
Yeah, it's something, it's a little different from the game, but we'll see how things turn out. Question to the casters, who speaks the best English out of all the Asian players? Interesting
Or
question.
kind of hard to say, but in terms of confident level of speaking English, I would say Yumiko. Since he's not really shy about it, he tries to express himself as good as he can. And then next to that, maybe Lolliot, I guess.
I think Focus's English is a little better than Lolliot, but he's too shy.
Yeah, that's true.
I think his English...
He also looks super shy. He looks like one of the sweetest dudes ever. It was like a teddy bear or something, but he's so shy about talking.
Yeah, that's true. But when we went to the hotel room with Lolliot and Focus, and he had like 1 or 2 beers, his English was perfect. Not perfect, but
Sunday evening?
not Sunday, but I think Wednesday or something.
Okay, because I met them in the elevator the very last day when I was like going upstairs, and they were just in the elevator, and I was sending them to your room. I was like, okay, if you want to get some more beer and you were still there,
I was sleeping there.
just
already.
go to them. I will go to sleep right now.
And of course, we have to mention Remind. His English is very, very good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Remind is also a super nice dude.
Okay, people say I have to tune you down a bit, and I'm doing that right
The
now.
the only Korean people that really stands out for me is Reprisal. He got something really shady about him. I don't know what. He's also super cool and stuff. I like him a lot, but he gets something really shady about his whole personality. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know how to express it in English, but a Frechdachs.
Yeah, he's like some kind of a completely different version. Like he's a badass Korean. I've never seen it. Badass Korean. Really, really cool. Like I don't know. He got this fucking sick tattoos and it's amazing.
Oh yeah, I don't think if we saw that on our Facebook, but I saw it on the VK of Hawk. It's almost like the tattoo of The Rock.
Yeah, it's just amazing. The colors and everything. It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, go to Hawk's VK and just check it out. It's really worth it. And this is the infamous level 1 Mountain King Harris.
Well, he did well and get the Shadow Priest right off the start. And yeah, the Warden creeping does not go that well so far. Well, it is level 2, but the Wizard is still alive.
I've seen a lot, but the level 1 Mountain King Harris is something completely out of the box.
Yeah, he is different. He is very, very different from everybody.
Is he killing a few Wisp all over the place? Since he's also leveling up to level 2 and he just grabbed the green spot as well as killing the Priest. Maybe he's now going to steal the Berserker here.
Yeah, he did. And once again, slightly in front of you.
I could have surrounded that Warden.
So it's a battle for the Wizard right now, and he gets it on the Mountain King. He has boots on the MK as well now. This arrest actually works.
Next level Mountain King play. Like
this
there's
is
nothing more to add.
This is really working good for him. Of course, he's not going for an expansion, what you usually would see on Echo.
Did he lose like 2 or 3 footmen so far?
But I guess it's worth it, right? He stole the item, he stole the experience.
I don't know, I don't see the transition here. Maybe... Is Moon getting a second Ancient of War in the middle of the map? looks like there's
Yeah.
either a lot of Wisp or just like a Ancient of War there. So we don't know if both of them attacking. I think I see a lot of militias being pulled right now towards the expansion, or maybe just creeping the green spot. No, he's going towards the expansion, and now he can easily expand. And yeah, there's the second Ancient of War. So maybe this is mass Huntresses against Mountain King. And I've seen Romantic fending it off, even though on paper it looks really strong. Romantic somehow is able to overcome that sometimes.
Okay, I think I'll restart the stream real quick because it's kind of lagging for me.
I also the other day experienced a lot of problems loading streams, like on Twitch, for example, and stuff. They don't start. I don't know why.
No idea, but here we see the second Engine of War in the middle of the map, so the distance between the producing building and the expansion is not that far. But Romantic with a good move, calling the creeps.
Yeah, but he needs level 3 badly. He needs to kill a Wisp or something to get the level 2 bolt, and even though he's getting that, there's just one bolt remaining if he uses one before that. Yeah. So the Warden is going for the expansion, and there's nothing right now to fend this off. There's no Staff of Teleportation on the Mountain King, so he cannot go back there. There are 2 towers being produced, and this is not the right call to go there without a Staff of Teleportation. And 2 Huntresses also coming, so he cannot really repair the towers. He will lose like most likely all of the workers and the towers.
And the Warden has still mana for 2 Shadow Strikes. Here's the first one, getting that stolen Berserker. Here comes the Mountain King finally. Where's the Bolt? Oh, Bash. Bolt. Right afterwards, he's trying to go for a surround. And Bash again! And he kills the Warden! What a lucky dude he is! 2 Bashes in a row!
What the hell? I will just see that since my stream is not catching up.
Oh,
and now
boy.
the surround, the fucking Bash! This is just ridiculous. Dude, Romantic is amazing, I told you.
Yeah, of course, it has nothing to do with his skill.
RNGesus!
Yeah, that's the RNGesus playing in favor
Praise
of
the
Romantic.
Lord!
But, okay, immediately buyback at the tavern. He wants to keep the pressure high. He wants to get the Warden to level 3 as fast as possible. But Romantic knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, and what's right now going to Romantic head is like, this game is rather easy.
Yeah, of course. Big mana potion. Here comes the Stormbolt again. Maybe he's lucky with the bashes. No, not this time. The Warden not level 3 yet, and he will lose most likely the Engine of War.
Big mana potion, such a joke.
This is, of course, the best drop that the Warden can get.
Kill everything!
Oh, he denied it! Romantic denied the Warrior, so it's still not level 3 on the Warden. This game is turning heavily in favor of the human player. I guess the expansion is still up. The Warden is not level 3. I don't think Moon is at tier 2 because he invested so much into Huntress.
Oh, he will be on tier 1. He should get muddy right now. But do not mess with the Warrior! Mountain King is so strong with the Claws of Attack. Bam!
And now he has a staff.
Bashes.
Yeah, and now he has a staff as well. So he can be a lot more mobile than he was before. And do we see a transition? No, Moon is still on tier 1. Not teching, not expanding, no nothing.
He needs a shop to get the Clarity Potion for the Mountain King. As
he has it now. At the bottom of his expansion. Moon is pulling Wisps. Is he pushing with Edge Protectors or is it just for Dispel? But there's nothing to Dispel, so expect some kind of push here. Is he building? Well, I don't know. Camera's not showing it to us.
Yeah, 3 Wisp just for the detonation, so that the Mountain King is
out of mana. Okay, yeah, right.
Out of mana completely, no more bolts to spend. And I think if he's going for a fight, he has to attack that Warden one more time.
And trying to
if you kill that first hero, like it should be GG. Not sure if he's committing to the Ancient Protector push here since he's not throwing anything down. But Romantic is in a fantastic spot by killing that Warden. He just like overcame all that struggle from the early game where he lost all his workers.
Yeah, the expansion is pretty much safe now. Still no sign of a counter expansion by Moon.
Somebody in chat explained that this is why he goes Bash and not Clap, but to be honest, like on Twisted Meadows, it was his second hero, not his first hero. And of course, Bashes can be crucial, but if you want to nuke a hero down, especially like with Griffins and shit, I think Clap is way better.
Pendant of Energy for the Warden, 435 mana points, plus the big mana potion, so that's 735. Ay, this will hurt, but...
Yeah, the good story is you can buy another one in the marketplace.
Not for certain. It's like...
Yep, but the chances are definitely high.
You think? Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk about this later, because there's a base race going on at the moment. Moon pressuring the expansion of Romantic, looking good so far, but at the same time, so many footmen are attacking the Tree of Life. Town Portal by Moon now. The Wisps are all gone. Level up for the Mountain King and Town Portal out. He does not want to commit to this fight, obviously. So yeah, about the marketplace mechanics, it's if you're not familiar with this, it's like the item drops twice. Once where the creep fell, and once in the marketplace. So it's not the same item for sure, but of course there is the chance.
Wow, he killed all the towers and all the workers in the expansion. This is great play by Moon, I guess. Maybe he can just... I think he has to go for the final push right now. If he's not killing the expansion, and if Romantic is going for the base race, I think he's in a good spot there.
Yeah.
But I think he could also take the fight against the Warden. Because the amount of units is not that high. If you get a healing scroll against the Warden, you should be fine.
And I think he's still on Shadow Strike, right? No Fan of Knives?
I'm not so sure. I don't know.
Oh, okay, there's Fan of Knives, but level 4 Warden now, so he transitioned a bit. And Romantic immediately town portaling. Why? He just reached the base and now he's portaling. Alright. Gets a Huntress for that. Really interesting game once again. This tournament is a blessing so far.
I think because in the expansion something was harassing his workers.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Okay, we go for the Warden again, Stormbolt, but not committing. Okay, there's only the Mountain King, so that's why. A lot of mercenary support for Moon. He's really getting ready for that push.
Yeah, and he's getting the healing scroll. That's really important. But against 500 mana on the Warden, there will be plenty Fan of Knives, so you might need more than one healing scroll.
Yeah, but Moon got the second one, as well as the Invo Potion, of course, one of the most important items here against the Stormbolt. He can dodge and get a little save. So Romantic is pulling the Militia. Is everything coming down to this push? A lot of Hunters, a lot of Mercenaries. First Stormbolt to the Huntress. Oh boy, that Fan of Knives really hurt. Pendant. No, I think he used the Mana Potion, yeah, and he dropped the Pendant. And wow, the Fan of Knives is really doing well. Still 360. Romantic has to be so careful about all his peasants. This will result in such a huge amount of XP. And the war is getting closer to level 5. And then we have Shadow Strike level 3. Fan of Knives level 3, I'm sorry. So far, this is going very, very well for Moon.
I'm not so sure. I think Romantic is also doing a good job there. Not sure if he should try to kill all the units here with his bolts and Mountain King, but maybe he can make it work.
Now we have level 5 Warden, still 200 mana left. But the tower remains alive, and so is the expansion, the gold mine, the peasants in the gold mine. He has to pick up the pieces now. Everything is hurt. This might even result in level 5.5 or something if he goes for the kill. But no, he won't.
Yeah, if he's getting a level 6, it's like the nail in the coffin, yeah.
But he keeps alive. He keeps himself alive for now. Warden has to get back, drink all the moon juice, and then come back into it. Is Moon on tier 2 now? He's teching at least.
And Mountain King level 5 would also be really good.
Yeah, he's not that far away, right?
Yeah, it's super close. Like 1 or 2 more units, and then he will have level 5. He should get a Mud Golem for himself to just slow down the Warden movement a little bit more. And Moon is teching. Yeah. So maybe a Blood Mage second would be good to just bolt and drain the mana.
Yeah, I can imagine Blood Mage Demon Hunter as second heroes. Just the two players with the same idea to just disable the first hero.
But it's like, in terms of item drops, it was super lucky for Moon.
Definitely.
Pendant and big mana potion.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
He's going in again. But he cannot fight this mass footman play. Can he get this around?
I thought the Warden is a lot closer to level 6. but it's like still like started at level 5.
Yeah, she did a lot of damage, but she did not kill that much. Potion being used by the Mountain King now, has to be careful. Can the Warden get a few more right clicks? Fan of Knives again, but the Invo Potion. Better safe than sorry.
Wow, sometimes I don't understand Romantic. He could have killed that Huntress and maybe get his Mountain King up to level 5, but then he decides all of a sudden to go for the Mountain King, for the Warden instead. Could have had that level 5 already.
Yeah, maybe he just plays from his gut, not with his brain. That would explain a
This
lot.
is super scary. Why he's going in and then being slowed and then using the teleportation system. Wow. This makes no sense at all.
Double Griffin Aviary for Romantic.
Oh yeah, I like to see that. Mountain King with Hawks is pretty amazing.
Okay.
And he's getting a second hero. Do you know what it is yet?
Nope.
Sometimes the Chinese spectators are missing crucial points.
So what is the good point about Mountain King Hawks?
Yeah, you just a lot more mobile. You can dodge the Fan of Knife over the forest and stuff. You just have a lot of more mobility and freedom to play that kind of unit mix. I think it can be really strong and super annoying. And also the amount of anti-air that we can see here from Moon right now is pretty limited. I know that he's going into Ancient of Lore production, but so far I think he will not be able to deal with that Hawks all that well. If you have like an amount of 6 or 8 Hawks on the field, they can be really painful. And if you are not able to get enough like Dryads out, then you can easily snipe the low amount of Dryads that there are on the field. Yeah. It's like Garg play, but a little bit like less annoying. You don't go for the Wisp kill all the time.
Here's the Blood Mage as a second hero. Oh, Invo Potion dodges the Stormbolt, countering it with a Fan of Knives. Can he get the kill on the Mountain King? There is a potion, but it's on cooldown. He has to be so careful. Town Portal's out now. But to his expansion, he's going for the shop most likely. No. And now we have a counter expansion by Moon. We didn't mention that before. And the cooldown of the potion is off. Uses it immediately. And yeah, the Blood Mage...
He really needs the Mud Golem to slow down the Warden. She's just like all over the place. But I think it could be kind of scary if he loses that hero, especially against the Blood Mage Mountain King combination. As soon as he got banished and level 3 Bolt, it's just ridiculous.
But of course on level 1 and 2 he's so squishy. And there are no priests or whatever to heal him up, so it's gonna be a lot of investment into potions and shop items.
Romantic is next level. Everything that he does is so next level.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. Moon is playing this Warden solo, I feel. No Demon Hunter yet.
Yeah, definitely the right call. I think he needs level 6 so bad. With the level 6 Fan of Knives and then Avatar of Vengeance, he can shut down the expansion.
Yeah.
Romantic on the other side, he just needs an Invo Potion on most likely both of his heroes, and he needs the healing scrolls against the Fan of Knives. And a Mud Golem would be really helpful. I pointed it out a few times, but it's a bold, slow mana drain combination. I don't think that you can jump out of the mana drain like right away when you are slowed, since your movement is also slowed and the range is not that big. So you will drain a lot more mana.
Okay. But of course there's still the Pendant of Energy. And so the base amount of mana for the Warden is really, really high. Romantic going in.
No shop yet for Moon.
Oh, true.
So no Staff of Preservation and no potions. And there are no bears, so if he's dropping low, it can be super dangerous.
Now we see the Hawks fighting the Dryads, and the 2 volleys are enough. Stormbolt again. Here we see the Stormbolt Siphon mana combo. Warden is down to 75 mana. No more Fan of Knives. And this is working really well for Romantic, picking up one Dryad after another. It's easy mode for him. There's a shop for Moon. Is there a potion? I don't know. Once again, Stormbolt Siphon combo. Ooh, that was risky. Bash again. Is there another Stormbolt? Is there another Stormbolt? No, there's no mana for him. Oh, he gets it. He gets it, and he gets the Warden before she reaches level 6. And this seems to be child's play for Romantic now. GG, Moon concedes, and look how happy he can be.
The Jesus, Aren't Jesus is already there.
Holy shit.
Damn, right in your face, bitch. She definitely deserves that kind of treatment. And yeah, the Hawks paid off. I told you, if your attack is delayed and if you don't get the right amount of Dryads against a higher amount of Hawks, you can easily snipe those Dryads, and this is what we just saw.
Yeah. Maybe Moon's scouting was not that great, so he had no time to transition into like hippos or whatever.
Hippogriffs don't really work. You just need a lot of Dryads. And maybe Archers.
Okay. But archers weren't the case as well, so it's the equalizer. Moon being one map away from being eliminated. And Romantic could do the second big upset here after eliminating TH in the group stage. It might be his turn to eliminate the best player of all time as well. And it's Amazonia next.
Yeah, I think Moon definitely has to dry his eyes one more time, since this game was really painful for him to watch. But let's see about it. Amazonia is one of the maps that is like... It's right from the start, it's on a knife's edge. If you go for the expansion and he goes Immolation Harris with 2 Wisp detonates on your water elementals, game can turn into shits like in 30 seconds. Or if you play a really good game there and get that expansion going for you, you can still struggle against most likely like Warden and Glaive Thrower, Pressure, something like this. So there's a lot of possibilities of Amazonia, and we could also see a rifle push, but I haven't seen any kind of rifle action from Romantic ever, so I don't expect that.
I think all the Chinese humans really heavily rely on their expansion, and they try it very hard on maps like Ancient Isles and Amazonia, but this can be punished. If you know that an expansion is coming, you can go Demon Hunter with Immolation. We've seen that from Lawlight, and since Moon and Lawlight have a very good relationship, I can only imagine Lawlight giving tips to Moon right now.
The tournament will be like for 1 more or 2 more weeks.
Yeah, until February.
So fucking long.
January 25.
It's like they invite you for a tournament and it's like, okay, we have a 2 weeks tournament going on. You will stay here in China for 2 weeks. What the fuck?
Not the worst city to stay.
Yeah, but you play like 1 game a day, and some people even have like a lot of days off. So what do you do all the time?
Well, I think Shanghai is rather big, so you can explore the city.
Okay, it's in Shanghai. Yeah, then it's definitely worth the trip. But if it's in Yinchuan, I wouldn't go for that.
No, you're right about that, of course. So this is game number 3. Amazonia, Moon 1, Romantic 1. And this is the grudge match. 1 map to decide who's dropping out of this tournament, who can go home. It's either gonna be Moon.
Wow, the bounty on Romantic is quite low. I'm kind of surprised to see that. They only have a 875 bounty for Romantic and a 5k bounty for Moon.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like... I have no idea. It's most likely the chances of you winning that tournament made up on somebody's like trainee's mind. I don't know. Somebody who was working in Warcraft environment for a week decided to do this kind of bounty stuff.
No, I think it's changing throughout the tournament.
It is?
I think if you win a game, your bounty gets higher. If you lose a game,
you get the bounty of your opponent added to your head.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. Maybe they're like One Piece or something. I don't know.
So Moon is starting in the upper right, obviously. Demon Hunter first. They will be going for that easy green spot creep and Archmage from Romantic. So, expansion, yes or no?
Yeah, definitely. Chinese human, they don't really care about any kind of counter strategies. They just know if I want to overcome the Night Elf, I have to expand. There's no other chance than expanding. They don't go for rifleman pushes. Nobody's doing that besides Represal.
Yeah, do you talk with Yumiko about rifle pushes or some tier 2 pushes?
No, he doesn't like it. He's not going for it. He always goes for expansion. And they don't feel strong enough, and I have the same feeling about that. I also like to play Rifleman every now and then, but I also know all the downward spiral that happens when you don't hit that certain timing.
Exactly. Especially if the Night Elf gets his first 2 bears out, the game is basically lost, I feel.
Yeah.
With rejuvenation and stuff. So, Moon's first creep spot is of course the laboratory. He will follow that up with the other green spot right next to it. Circle of Nobility, great item for him. I, of course, can't see if he used mana burn or immolation. It is absolutely a valid option here. He scouted the creep and all.
Yeah, if you're really good, you don't skill anything until you need it.
Yeah, true. True. Awkward silence.
Yeah, just I don't know. You are further ahead, so I'm waiting for information.
Okay. Well, the Demon Hunter is going for the Arrest. He expects this expansion, but Romantic is not pulling the creeps just yet. So this will just result in a few damaged footmen. And of course, slowing down the creep and everything for Romantic.
I have to say I like the second farm there close to the marketplace of Moon. So some Night Elf players like to do a second engine of war there to creep that camp really easy with the Warden and also with the Demon Hunter, and so you can keep track of that. I really like that. But beside that, I don't know what Romantic is up to here.
Oh, his expansion once again very late. He's pulling the creeps away from the mercenary camp. And here comes the militia. Moon is very close to that spot. And he knows exactly what's going on, scouting it now with an archer. Question is, immolation? Yes, there is! Immolation, area of effect damage, and this can be very, very crucial for Romantic. First peasant is already down, Rock Golem is alive. Oh boy, he will get punished so hard. Oh, Archmage being stormbolted by the Rock Golem. And the damage against the peasant. Second worker down. Third worker will fall as well. Level up for the Demon Hunter right away. And he steals the item. He's going for it. GG from Romantic.
Yeah.
Shortest game ever.
Yeah. This is what I told you. It can turn into shit like in 30 seconds. And this is what just happened here. You can't do shit. You can't do shit against that. If the Night Elf player just knows what you're going to do, game is over in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but you know that the Demon Hunter is coming. You know that he will skill immolation.
Yeah, but what can you do?
Not expand.
Yeah, but if not expanding is not an option for you, what do you do then?
Yeah, well, then you have to change your mind.
No, they won't do it. Chinese people won't change their game plans. It's like what Yumiko said. Rumiko got like this book, the same book that Sky got, and he got a strategy written down, an entire page of strategy for like one map, and he just crossed that out completely. He crossed that out, like the map, after he lost against me. He crossed it out in front of me, and he's like, this is how I play. No, I play more like JAWS. No, I play just like freestyle. No more game plans.
Well, this gameplay of an expansion on Amazonia, and I feel on Ancient Isles as well, this does not work at all. Like, it can't work.
It can work, we have seen it work, but if a Night Elf player is that prepared, you saw double detonation Wisp, you saw Forest Troll and Priest,
Yeah.
So maybe if you go for a super fast altar and then a super fast expansion there, skip the laboratory and just go for a different timing, then he will not have the immolation Harris, then he will not have his mercenaries. But if you go for the standard timing that everybody is doing, it's pretty easy to figure out what to do against that. And Amazonia is just a shitty map. You have like double slow, double end snare, and the Stormbolt. What the fuck?
Well, I think it's a good. It's good to have some variety that the humans can always go for the expansion. But yeah, it's a topic for the Blizzard developers, I guess.
It's definitely a topic, yeah. Especially the Warden should be nerfed heavily.
So yeah, that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll be back with the winner bracket. Semi-final.
Let's remind against the Dinks are already over.
It was Shishi versus
Shishi against Fly.
Fly, exactly. Fly 1-2-1.
Oh. Wow, Fly lost the map.
Yeah, Fly lost the map to Night Elf.
Very interesting.
And he was struggling on map 3 as well. Shishi could have won that, I feel, but Fly's comeback was so good.
Yeah, we talked about it. Fly sometimes is just on fire,
yeah.
And then other days he's just off.
So tomorrow it's gonna be Remind versus 120, very interesting game, and Focus versus Infi as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I think Focus will most likely lose against Infi, and 120 should be winning against Remind.
I heard that Focus has something special prepared.
Yeah, but Special is not going to work his Bestiary, Spirit Lodge, Wyvern Shaman kind of style.
I don't know. I don't think that's it. Well, we'll see. But his manager told me that there will
But
be
it will
special
determine
games.
who will be in the winner bracket final, right?
Yeah, that's how
Ah,
semifinals are
pretty
supposed to
sick.
work. So yeah, that's the cliffhanger for tomorrow. What is Focus gonna do against Infi, and can Remind do better against the best undead in the world than Moon did yesterday, 2 days ago? We will see that. So yeah, will you stream today?
I don't know. I have to work at
Okay.
4 till 8, so maybe later. But for that time, I will be gone. And is there a Golden Cup today?
No, I think Golden Cup is dead.
Ah, Golden Cup is dead.
I
So
haven't
we
seen
will
a
have
Golden
Jera
Cup
Cup
this year.
tomorrow, and afterwards we have on Monday the Rus Brain Cup qualifier.
Yeah, will you play that?
Yeah, I will try. I will try to
Nice.
play that and see how is it going. But it will be stacked, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. It starts 1930 German time, or something like that, or 1830. I'm not sure. I think it's 1930 on Monday.
Yeah.
The Jera Cup will start at 1 tomorrow, so we will join later because we have the Gold Championship Series before that. So tons of Warcraft action on this very channel. And yeah, looking forward to seeing you play. Will you play Jera Cup as well tomorrow?
No, tomorrow Sunday is going to be fun day, and I was going through the gaming recommendations also from you.
Yep.
I was thinking about playing something else than Warcraft, and I got a few nice, few nice tips from the guys, and I will definitely check it out. Also, the game that you were sending me, the beginner's guide, looks kind of promising. Not sure if I will go for that or I will go for Just Cause or something like Grim Dawn. Not sure, but I'm still figuring out what game. And Sunday will be fun day, not playing Jera Cup at all.
Okay. I'm gonna be casting that the entire day. First the GSC and then the Jera Cup. Tons of action here. Stay tuned. Follow our Facebook and Twitter for the latest information. Of course, you see the scrolling text here. We are building a community page, and we need WordPress developers for that. So if you're keen with web developing, please send me an email to backtowarcraft@gmail.com. We really need something like a Team Liquid for Warcraft. That would be the dream, and you can help make it happen. So, of course, you can send us donations to PayPal. You can subscribe to this channel. You can subscribe to our Good Game channel as well. Thank you for your attention. That's the GCS for today. Good games we've seen. And yeah, goodbye.